Oh, hunting. The importance of it cannot go overstated. From easy meals on wheels to unique encounters, it has got to be one of the best mechanics in the entire game. And it's about to get even better. For you see, recent tweaks to the game have certainly highlighted the sea, yes. However, Clay has gone and added a sneaky little new mechanic, the ability to hunt vault goats. Now, we have done our fair share of talking these living, breathing lightning rods. However, their potential has grown tenfold with the addition of this hunt mechanic, especially when the potential to create new herds of them was actually removed from the game for a time. But thankfully, that is no longer a concern. However, there are gonna be some constraints. 3 of them to be exact, and the first is that these potential goat hunts can only take place within the Oasis Desert itself. That is not to say that the hunt won't lead you out of the biome, however, it will start and end there, just so you know. The second constraint is that it must be spring. Otherwise, hunts are just going to function as they always have. But this seasonal tie-in is really only due to this last constraint here, which is that it must be raining in spring in order for these suspicious dirt piles to potentially lead you to a vault goat. But if you meet all 3 of those, you should be good. That said, even though vault goats will now replace koalefants at the end of hunts, if you meet the constraints that is, there is still a chance for both an Eukis and a Varg. But finding vault goats at the end of hunts is such a welcome sight now for many reasons, and the biggest being that now we can create new herds of them through just simply finding one via a hunt. This is how the new herd mechanic is gonna work, folks. And yours won't always be charged, by the way. I just got very lucky with this one is all. But charged goats are naturally more aggressive than non-charged ones, so watch yourself. But allow me to reiterate it again. Hunting vault goats now leads to more vault goat herds without the painstaking methods of yesteryear of just having to run them around for ages. Find one after a hunt, leave them for about 1.5 to 2 days, and then they will just start repopulating as long as one remains in the herd, just like beefalo. So my goodness, farming vault goats just became light years easier. I have 3 herds going already for Pete's sake. Why farm vault goats though? Well, we've already covered them, so we won't be here for long, but I'll give you the basics anyways. For one thing, catching them is a pain in the butt. In fact, it's nearly impossible for the most part. So who knew intelligent creatures would just run from a cactus man flailing his meat around? But here's where ranged weaponry comes into play. Shoot them with a dart or bonk them with a boomerang to get their attention. Vault goats attack fast, so stick to a 2 hits then run pattern. But note how the rest of the herd does nothing but watch their friend die. That's pretty important and will keep you safe. And do note as well the other method of just waiting until the cover of night to do your murder. Become Mr. Sandman and bring nightmares instead of dreams, as the goats are immobile at this time and super simple to catch. Whatever the case, have fun. Now, as far as the loot goes, you'll get 2 big meat per vault goat, and you should really already know how to use it. It's meat. You eat it, you dry it, you cook it, you feed it, you preserve it, and oh yeah, you frickin' eat it. But now when it comes to the vault goat horn, however, things get interesting. Now so more than ever with how simple herd farming has become. The horn has a 25% chance at dropping from a vault goat, and goes into things like the weather pane perhaps, a weapon that produces mini tornadoes meant more for efficient tree farming than combat. The Morning Star, another weapon that seemingly has been left behind, but now the thought of actually making consistent electrical-based weapons is actually really enticing, especially for when you're going down in the caves. And of course, the legendary crockpot dish, Vault Goat Jelly. All of this is now more feasible than ever before, and that's just awesome news. However, let us not forget charged vault goats now. Hit them with a Morning Star, an electrical dart, or perhaps just wait for natural lightning to do the job, and a charged vault goat is born. This will up their damage from 25 per hit to 37.5 to a maximum of 62.5 if you are wet from the rain. And their attacks will just shock and stun you to boot. Oh, and you hitting them will do the same. So you best wear clothing that protects against lightning while you're at it. Their loot table is very much the same, apart from the electric milk drop, of course. Yes, there is milk in this game, and it's electrical. Alone, it's not really gonna win you many prizes. However, as a dairy product and sweetener, it can be a substitute for honey or butter in a great deal of dishes that you see before you here. That said, it is a requirement for one in particular: ice cream. So, keep that in mind. But there you have it, everyone. A quick mention of a new mechanic that I really haven't seen mentioned much elsewhere. A mechanic that allows us to hunt down vault goats now and make what you see here much more of a reality. An exaggerated reality, yes, but possible nonetheless, with the ability to now create easy new herds. Have fun. Thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all. Drink your milk, and I'll see ya in the next one. Bye-bye.